Hello, interwebs. Welcome to the second episode of Second Breakfast Time. How great is that? Second episode for Second Breakfast Time. Anyway, I'm Elise, and Jessica's not here this time. She's out on a little singing tour thing. So yeah, she sings. She's real good. You should hire her. You should give her lots of jobs. She's real good. She's fabulous. Anyway, and so she's not here, but Sam's here with us. You might have seen his arm with the wheat thins being featured in the previous episode. That was Sam here. And so we have a few little talking points today. Just to chat about, and hopefully we'll entertain you, and maybe we'll come up with something funny. I don't know. We're just going to see where this fucking goes. We have no idea. So, first one. This week was huge when it came to, excuse me, when it came to talking about gay marriage in the Supreme Court. How crazy is that? All of a sudden it just came to a head. It was like a really big deal, and everyone had those little red Facebook icons and stuff.
I couldn't even see who was
Yeah,
who.
you didn't know who was who. How were you supposed to know who was who?
I don't know. My sister changed hers to an equal sign with the equal sign having Bert and Ernie right over it. And it was really funny because they're a couple thing.
Yeah. Oh, that is cute. That is cute.
And I love the whole like Leviticus 2016 or 2013 says if a man lays with another man, then he should be stoned. And I love the whole. Apparently, next year is going to be, or this year is going to be the year for legalization and gay marriage rights.
It's crazy, yeah. How those two things come together.
Because that would be amazing.
World, do you like my party cup? This is my party cup because it's just gigantic and brightly colored. But I just have water right now. But it's huge. And it looks like it's glowing on my screen. I hope it's glowing for you people at home.
we should make it. Oh, just put some. You chemistry. You should chemistry.
I'm a chemistry major. And Jessica is a vocal performance major. Like I said, you should give her jobs. Please give her jobs and give her money. She's so talented. Isn't she talented, Sam? So fucking talented. She's so talented. She's going to sing for us one day. I'm going to make her sing for all of the interwebs.
Did she sing last time? Or she sang right afterwards?
Yeah, well, and then at the beginning we sang the little, we're the two best friends. It's just the fake thing.
Oh, yeah.
We're the two best friends that anyone could have. We sing that a lot. Because we are the two best friends, Jessica and I.
I don't know. I might be my own best friend and be a lot cooler than you guys.
I think that's lame. Okay, we're going to talk about gay marriage. How do you feel about all this? Yeah, we didn't really say anything, though. I think
it should happen this year, and
this
is a good thing.
This is just what I think. I hope no one takes this the wrong way. Right now, in our generation, we look at pictures of people from the 1960s with the Civil Rights Movement, and the people who were opposed to the Civil Rights Movement and wrote bad things about African Americans on posters and, picketed and all that stuff. We look back at them now, and we think how ridiculous they look. Like, people actually thought that way. And I feel like 60, 70 years from now, people are going to look back on the people who opposed marriage equality and all their signs and being homophobic and stuff like that. And those people, 60 and 70 years from now, are going to look at those photos and think that those people from today were crazy. It's going to be the same thing.
They're just going to look like dumbasses.
Obviously, marriage equality is going to come into being at some point. Like, it has to. Progress will be made. We will move forward, and it will happen. It's just the people who oppose it now, I promise you, when you're old, you're going to look back at yourself, and you're going to even think you were crazy. I hope you think you were crazy, because you're crazy. Just fucking crazy.
Yeah. The marriage should
anyway, that's all. Yeah, it's not even a question. Like, this has to go through. We're humans. It's ridiculous. Anyway, okay, our next talking point. I'm going to rant about iPhones. Or just the smartphone. Oh, the smartphone epidemic. Okay, world. Here, let me show you. Where's my phone? Here it is. Here's my phone. This is my phone. See, look, it's It's a Pantech Pursuit. It's this little tiny green phone, and it slides like this to give you a keyboard. Yeah. How fancy is that? I don't get email. I don't have apps. I don't have music on here. I don't have any of that. I text people, and I can't even call people now because when I call people, my phone's speaker or like microphone isn't working, and so they can't hear me. So I can't even make calls on my phone anymore. It just doesn't. How ridiculous is that? It's a text messaging device. This is a text messaging device, and I need a new phone, and if I were to go shopping for a phone, I'd see a bunch of smartphones, like iPhones and Droids and whatever. I can't afford a data plan because I'm poor. Obviously, I can't afford a data plan, and not everyone can afford a data plan. So what do us who can't afford a data plan do? Well, we have to look at the other phones that don't have data plans. And what is the one commonality between all of those phones? They all suck. They're all awful phones, are they not? They're just like weird shaped, and they don't have a good interface, and they're just lame. They're just really lame. I want to be able to buy an iPhone but not to pay for a data plan. You know? Like I just won't use it for internet. Like I'll just get 3G. It'll be fine. It'll be a glorified iTouch, like if I just had a regular iPod. Not the iPhone part.
Yeah.
But they won't do that. And so I'm gonna have to buy a shitty phone. I'm not happy about it. And my other beef with all of these smartphones is that everyone gets into these apps and they play these little games all the time. And they're like, oh my god, are you on Words with Friends? Oh my god, do you do 4 pics 1 word? Oh my god, do you do, I don't, draw things? Like these dumb little apps that everyone like gets into these big fads about. And I'm just like, guys, do you know how silly that is? How dumb it is? And everyone's playing these word games. It's like now all of a sudden we care about English and letters.
Now I want to know how to spell things.
Yeah, now.
Not on Twitter and Facebook. Guys.
Yeah. But because everyone's doing these fucking literary games. And the other thing about them is that whenever I'm with a group of people and everyone has their it's always an iPhone. Everyone has their iPhones sitting on the table. And if there's ever a lull in the conversation, everyone just picks up their phones and starts doing something. And because I have a shitty phone and I don't really care and don't check my messages that often, I'm looking around at people like trying to be like, hey, let's talk. You're all looking at your phones and no one's paying attention to anyone else. You're not present. And yeah, it's just sad. It's just sad.
Yeah.
I just wish people wouldn't do. I don't like the smartphone generation. I just don't.
Poor me.
How do you feel about iPhones? You have an iPhone.
I like the iPhone. I like smartphones.
I just don't like
the whole system of the pricing is overrated in basically all aspects.
Yeah, way too expensive.
You can have like ridiculously good Wi-Fi and internet and 4G, 3G, all that shit. You can have it really, really powerful and pretty cheap.
Yes.
But they're not going to because they don't think that it's worth it. But yeah, I mean, you can easily have cheap all of that. So that's the downside. But otherwise, it's beautiful. You have a computer in your hand and you're essentially plugging yourself into all available data in your hand. I mean, it's like a radical idea given it to somebody like 50 plus years ago. Like imagine giving that to somebody from like the 1800s where they're having to like go to a printing press to get shit done.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, hey, what if I told you that there was going to be a device that you could put in your hand and it would have all these words and stuff.
That's crazy.
Like, bullshit, you fucking dumbass.
I know. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
I'd like them to make a little plug for Walmart's brand of Sugar Snap Peas. For all of your snacking needs. Eat your Sugar Snap Peas. That kind of rhyme. I like them. They're good. I'm going to keep eating them. Hope it's not bothering you. Our last talking point of the evening is New Girl. You already said your thing about iPhones over there. So, excuse me. There is this show on, I think it's Fox. It's called New Girl.
I think it's on Fox.
I'm pretty sure it's on Fox. Anyway, it's a fabulous show. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Have you watched New Girl?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
It's hilarious.
Oh, I love New Girl.
It's like on par with Modern Family.
Mm-hmm. If you're not,
All
it's
the
one.
awkwardness and lovely, weird moments.
If
that
you're
you would
not
find
watching it, you should be.
with your own friends.
Here, let me tell you the premise. So, after being cheated on, this girl, Jess, moves in with 3 other roommates, and they all happen to be guys, and they live in this loft apartment. One of them, Schmidt, is super effeminate and has like a fat kid complex because he used to be fat, but now he's skinny and like he's a real douchebag. But he has a real job, so he has all the money. There's Nick Miller, who is 30 years old and is still a bartender. He always wanted to go to law school, and he started and he didn't finish. And he doesn't show his feelings, has anger problems. And then there's Winston, and Nick and Schmidt were roommates in college. And their friend Winston played basketball in Latvia for a while and came back and is now living with them. And then Jess joins them. And so it's just all of these little funny things that happen to them. But they're all very awkward people, and so they interact with people in very awkward ways that it's almost ridiculous, but you're still okay with it.
Because of the way you know the characters. It's like, oh, well, of course that's going to happen.
Yeah. It's just really funny.
Everybody knows those sort of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know that awkward...
Well, they're all caricatures.
Yeah.
You know? They're definitely all caricatures, and I love them. I want to look like Zoe Deschanel, but I want the personality and the attitude of her friend Cece.
No,
yeah.
I don't like Cece.
Why do you like Cece? I like Cece.
Well, maybe later on, but like in the later episodes, but she just is kind of like a bitch.
No.
Yeah. I mean, at first.
She's a nice model.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
I don't know about that.
No, I said that backwards. I want to look like Cece and have the personality of Jess. Oh, God. Yeah. I'm so sorry. That was such a mistake. I really apologize. What I meant to say is that I want to look like Cece because I got the bangs and the straight hair, and I just want to be like tan and brown and Indian. But I have the personality of Zoe Deschanel, starting with quirky glasses. See? Does that make sense? Do you agree with that?
I want to be Schmidt.
He's such a douchebag.
He's so fucking hilarious.
He's a douchebag.
He's right, always.
And he's like totally effeminate. It's hilarious how effeminate he is.
No, I want to be like Schmidt, except I don't want to have his whole like has to be so stereotypically a man. Mm-hmm. Like when he's like cooking and shit, and he's like really good at it. Like I like that part of him, but I just don't want the douchey part.
When he just gives into his own.
Yeah, when he like gives into himself. But when he doesn't, I don't want to be him. Just when he gives into himself and is actually a decent human being.
Yeah, when he's enjoying himself and being the real Schmidt, not the showy Schmidt. Yeah. Showy Schmidt. This video is going to be really long.
I'm sorry.
We should probably call it off now. Well, I hope
And 3, 2, 1, stop.
No, not like that. That's not how we end episodes here at second breakfast time.
Okay.
No, I'm making this all up right now. So
So I could go 1, 2,
we
3,
hope
stop.
you enjoyed. We're really sorry about how the last one ended. Alex just decided to close the laptop, and so then it kept recording sound for a while, but then stopped, and then we reopened it and it recorded a little bit of video without any sound, so it just cut off, and I'm sure you were all really confused, but I hope it makes more sense now. We just didn't really feel like taking the time to put all those like details in the comments or annotations or whatever. So, but from now on, we'll definitely close our videos in a more understandable way. We hope you enjoyed this second episode of Second Breakfast Time.
And
3,
2, 1, stop it.
No. And we haven't really decided how often we're gonna post. We might post once a week, or it might just be like just whenever we feel like it.
It's every day.
So far, it's every day, but I don't think it's actually gonna be kept up. I think it's gonna be just whenever we feel like it, and but definitely at least like 2 times a week, probably. But
Definitely.
now this is Elise and Sam. Sam filling in for Jessica. Good night, world. Good night.